Meanwhile, Trump's campaign, the website lists one event for his support. I feel like I need a sad trombone. A rally tomorrow in Bozeman, Montana. Not really a swing state, but the former president is not happy with the state of his campaign, reportedly. Multiple sources tell the Washington Post Trump has grown increasingly upset about Harris's surging poll numbers and media coverage since replacing Biden on the ticket, complaining relentlessly and asking friends about how his campaign is performing. It's unfair, he is a victim, that I beat him, and now I have to beat her too, Trump told an ally in a phone call last weekend. According to the paper, Trump's campaign has found itself publicly struggling to manage the daily news cycle, as excitement around Harris has swelled along with her campaign activity. It has left people close to the campaign wondering why Trump and his team seemed ill-prepared, given that they had privately speculated for weeks after Biden's disastrous June 27th debate performance that Harris was going to be the nominee. The Post also reports that outside allies are now telling Trump that he does not have a significant ground game in key battleground states and to spend more on digital advertising, saying he's being pummeled online. For its part, the campaign remains confident that he will win decisively in November. So, Jackie, the schedules say everything you need to know about Donald Trump and J.D. Vance versus Kamala and Tim.
Yeah, Mika, the contrast really could not be more dramatic and jarring right now. And it's some incredible reporting you just read from my colleagues, Josh Dawsey and Michael Shearer, about the dark hole that Donald Trump finds himself in weeks after a convention where a lot of Republicans thought they had locked this up and that there was really no world in which Joe Biden would do the hard thing and pass the torch to Kamala Harris, and that there wouldn't have been such a seamless transition that we've seen now. I mean, even with some of the disappointments that Republicans were trying to set up this week, trying to make this leap that, you know, Kamala Harris picking Tim Walz over someone like Josh Shapiro, who Republicans claimed they were far more terrified of having him as her running mate. Even that attack has fallen flat, as you've seen. We've all seen the Tim Walz helping Kamala Harris put together these Adele-esque concerts. Again, a very stark contrast to these grievance fests that we've seen so far along. You have J.D. Vance with a boss who has not even been able to give him really anything more than milquetoast statements of endorsements. You know, saying on the NABJ stage last week, after saying a slew of pretty inflammatory and offensive comments about Harris, that it didn't matter that J.D. Vance was his VP pick at the end of the day, because the VP pick doesn't matter. So this is a campaign that is clearly struggling. You have his allies speaking on the record, Lindsey Graham, saying that the president really needs to sort of get his act, the former president needs to get his act together here. And meanwhile, you see Walz and Harris forging ahead and running this, what everyone is calling, and what is clearly apparent, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, this campaign of infectious and dynamic joy that we're seeing.
All right, coming up on Morning Joe, the Trump campaign and allies of the former president are attacking Tim Walz for his military record. We'll have a fact check of that ahead.